Welcome. We're here with Dr. Beverly Bianes from San Diego, California. Dr. Bianes is in a total vision practice, one she started with her husband, Pack and Bianes Vision Care, and their daughter just joined them in practice too. Dr. Bianes is the Director of Charitable Outreach for Total Vision, and she's going to share with us some of the outreach that she's been doing and the influence that optometry can have in the community. Welcome.
Thank you, Marjolaine. The initiative Total Vision's Neighbors Helping Neighbors was inspired by Mother Teresa, a servant of leadership. And her quote says, "Never worry about numbers, just help one person at a time and start with the person nearest you." And that was our neighbors during the pandemic. It was our local community restaurants that were closed for many months. It was our hairstylists that served us for many years. It was nail salons. It was friends and family that lost their job and the result of that lost their insurance. And then it was also those who lost a loved one. And the initiative was after we were closed for uh, during the lockdown, these were the stories that I heard from our patients returning. And the Neighbors Helping Neighbors allowed our community to come in and just kind of build up their morale that they can actually do something during this time and care for one another. And this is, and the people that received the free eye exam and glasses actually felt very cared for and just felt like someone really cared enough to nominate them to come receive these services.
What besides the obvious listening of to the needs of members of the community, what has sort of inspired you at this point in your career to kind of push that influence beyond the walls of the practice?
During that time, during the holidays of last year, we were able to see over 500 of these nominated um, patients that came in. So, and then as this year, we have started to go out into the community to actually bring the Neighbors Helping Neighbors to like homeless shelters, bringing, since they were actually impacted the most, since nobody was actually coming out and doing services for them. Now we have been able to go out to that community and give out reading glasses so they'll be able to see their food or their nails or read something. We've been going out to underserved schools now and providing vision screening. And from then, those that failed those testings, if they don't have any insurance or any way to get eye exams, we're providing a Neighbors Helping Neighbors gift certificate to come into our practices right now. And we also have been able to give out blue light protection glasses to them, each student. So well over 400 students now. I opened up my practice cold 2 times. And to open up a practice up cold, it really requires a community that actually believes in you. And that has always been my heart. You know, it's each day I say, how can I be a blessing to someone? And especially to a community that has blessed me so much and had the privilege to serve them. So it was just actually a heart that warmed me to be able to help and see that there was a community that was hurting during this time. There was also a time during this pandemic that, you know, we asked questions about what determines on who you are. And really, it's not, your job or your profession. It's really the relationships that we have. And during this time when we were isolated, that was something that was very hard for all of us. Even when we would go to the grocery store, we wouldn't make eye contact with one another. I even found myself when I exercised or walked around the neighborhood that I saw myself walking across the street to avoid coming across someone else. So it was a need of bringing back some relationships. So I was really fortunate to be part of the Optical Women's Association to bring a coffee break, connecting one step at a time, where we could actually talk about some of the struggles that women were actually facing during this time. And then, of course, we had the division of the rioting and things earlier on, which I wanted to bring people together, which I created the food for thought for OTBA, which was using food to break down barriers to bring us all to the table so that we can talk about something common, to share our traditions with one another.
That's wonderful. And finding that common ground in food is is satisfying on several levels, isn't it? Yeah.
It is, and that's what actually brings that actually makes everybody feel comfortable, and so I think that's just to be able to share somebody else's culture through food has been a much more loving way to share somebody's culture with someone else.
Wonderful. Dr. Bianis, thank you so much.